Hot Wires Travelers. It's Olivia.
It's Eric.
And Lulu.
Lulu has joined us for the day.
She was very sad that we were gone. And she's now like attached to me because we're home. So
we made it back from Alaska.
No delays getting home, thank goodness.
It definitely was a long day of flying though.
Overnight flights are not my favorite.
No. Compared to the direct that we had before.
Yeah.
It's a little rough to go back to
having a 2-hour layover in Seattle.
For sure.
That was definitely rough. Yeah. Doing the flight leaving at 12:30 in the morning, and then you're awake at 4 roughly. Is that about when we landed?
Yeah, that's about when we landed, like 4ish.
Would have been 4ish, but it was 6 o'clock that time. 5 o'clock. I don't remember. Anyway,
it was super late.
Super early. And then to sit around for 2 hours and try and stay awake, and then get on a little hopper flight. Lulu. Ridiculous. But the short trip, we enjoyed it. Well, the weather was definitely on our side. It was not on everyone's side if you were in the Juneau area.
Yeah. We did not get any of those winds.
We got really lucky, or as much of the rain as they got. But yeah, it was a good trip. I think all in all, we really, other than working, we didn't do a whole lot.
Yeah, we did a lot of work on this trip.
Yeah, it was a
work
work
normally
trip.
Don't do. But I did get some really cool views from the lounge there, and we stayed at the Sheraton.
Yeah, downtown Anchorage.
Downtown Anchorage Sheraton. That's a really good view of the ocean, and you can hear the
inlet, as it were.
Inlet, yes. Sorry.
And we were lucky enough on our last morning there. Denali came out, so we were able to see Denali before we left, which was nice because other than that, the clouds were out. We couldn't see her. So we drove up to Talkeetna and saw her that day. It was nice.
Very clear. Very, very good view of the mountain for sure. Also, Talkeetna itself. I mean, what a busy little town, right?
Yes. We are. So we're from there, originally. That's where we grew up. And I always forget tourist season is a thing. And that's why it's so expensive to go in the summer, is because everyone goes in the summer, because that's when it's really nice to go in the summer. So we went over Memorial Day weekend, which is literally the kickoff of summer. And so things are more expensive, it's more crowded, it takes longer to get a table at a restaurant, i.e. Snow City. Love you, Snow City. That was on me, not on you. Make the reservation ahead of time. But yeah, we drove out to Talkeetna because we had known this growing up, that there was Talkeetna has an honorary mayor, and before it's a cat. And what was the cat's name? Stubbs.
Stubbs was
the OG mayor of Talkeetna. So apparently now they're dual mayors. It was Aurora and Denali.
Correct.
But unfortunately, one of them has passed. We have heard. Denali has passed. So Aurora is the one that is running the city, so to speak. So we went specifically to Talkeetna to interview
Aurora
and find out the scoop. Did she murder her brother? Was there an inside cover up? What was the story from this cat? We did not find the cat. No comment from the
very
Kiki.
Elusive, but there were a lot of people around.
There was a lot of people around, and apparently there's now going the new election coming up. There's a dog running against Aurora, so she better mind her P's and Q's. We're on to her.
So yeah, definitely want to check that video out. It's funny.
But Talkeetna is it's kind of the gateway to Denali if you're going to Denali National Park, or if you're on a train tour. That's pretty much, where
a lot
your
of
jumping off point is. There's lots of tours you can do there, rafting tours, helicopter tours, flight tours, all the things. We just walked around town.
It reminds you of a very small, rural town. Still cabin-ish. Like all of the businesses there's a lot of outdoor dining to really take advantage of the nature and the look. But it was really cool because the train stops there, and it stops there for the afternoon, and everyone gets off the train and then adventures in through the town. At least that's how I understand it.
Yeah. Some of them start the day there or will drop off anyway. Lots of different itineraries.
So the whole time we were there, the train was also there, and you could see I think it was getting ready to go when we left.
Yeah, it left.
But
it left while we were there. So, and it definitely, the town emptied out a little bit between the train leaving and us being there. But we had like a super late lunch. It was beautiful. We were able to sit out on the deck and enjoy
lunch on the deck.
On the deck.
They do a number of food trucks there. Again, convenience. They can bring it out during the wintertime. Comes in the summertime. And yeah.
Lily, what was your favorite part of Alaska?
Not being there.
Not going.
Yeah.
Not having to be on an airplane. Being home in your comfortable bed all to yourself. Yeah, that's about right. So that was pretty much, we did an event in Palmer. We went to the Palmer Brew House, which was really nice. They do a lot of activities and stuff during the summer also. Like apparently
we had a fun run.
Yeah, we showed up at the end of a fun run.
And it was a lot of events out in the patio.
Yeah, they got cornhole and what else? There was bands and stuff that
they do concerts there on the weekend, which was from what I understand.
It was a nice little bar. The food was delicious. It was ginormous portions, as expected in Alaska, quite honestly. Every time we go anywhere, yes, the food might be a little pricey, but you're getting a lot for your money, and it's very filling.
I would definitely go back there.
It was
very good.
Yeah, it was really yummy.
And if you get a chance to go to Palmer is a great town. A little windy.
It's a lot windy.
It's a lot windy.
It's very similar to our current hometown of Grantsville, Utah. Very windy.
But again, just the scenery, the views of the mountains, and on a clear day, can't be beat.
Even if it's not on a clear day, just in general. I forgot the shades of green. Like we talk about it when we're on a cruise ship, like the shades of blue that we see and just how beautiful that is. The shades of green in Alaska are like...
all of the greens.
Hence my green today.
But yes.
Yeah, all the greens. It's Bob Ross painting. Happy little trees. Happy little trees. So, and then when we took a drive out towards Girdwood and we saw the sheep on the mountain, that was nice. Or the goats.
There's a great pull off there on
at Beluga Point.
At Beluga Point. Highly suggest it. We got some really good views of the tide coming in.
Yep, from the inlet. Normally on some days you can see beluga whales there, which is why they call it Beluga Point. It's kind of that like turnaround spot. You have to really be looking for them because normally you just see like a little white cap that kind of pops over, and so it's hard to tell whether it's a wave or a whale. But trained eye can see it for sure.
I was trying. I was not spotting.
No, there wasn't any.
No. But a lot of people were there looking and waiting.
Yeah.
And then once you saw the sheep on the hillside, just about everyone turned to the hill and they're like, "Oh, animals."
Yeah.
Wildlife.
We're not just looking at rocks and the water now. We're looking at something like real. So, but that's Alaska.
You could definitely tell the difference between people that knew what they were looking for and people that were just looking.
Yeah. And that's again tour season in general, wherever you go. So, and we got to be that tourist this time, which is always fun going back home and having those moments of like things that I did as a child that he didn't do, and vice versa, things that he did as like growing up that I didn't have experiences doing, because we grew up in different areas of Alaska and we had very different families and very different upbringings. So some of the things we did and experienced were definitely different. So it's kind of fun to go back now and enjoy those things and kind of reminisce on that. So definitely we'll be going back because we try to go back at least once a year. We really try. But yeah.
Doesn't always happen, but
an attempt
is made.
Yep. We got a bunch of stuff as far as like activity guides and maps and fun things that you should do when you're in town. Not just things that we would do, but just in general. Fishing tours and rafting trips and that type of thing.
Hiking and
What trails
trails
to
and
take and which ones to
yeah.
avoid. So yeah, if you're interested in planning something to Alaska or it's on your list, which if it's not, it should be. If it's cruise, great, super easy to plan those. But then let's extend you out a little bit and let's get you on land because that's when you really see Alaska.
That cruise to mountain, like
Yeah.
going into the Denali Park, it really can't be beat.
Yeah, I recommend starting in like Fairbanks and doing the opposite direction. That's my recommendation, only because like I don't really want to say save the best for last because all of it's the best, but it's just easier travel wise. Fly into the one place, get your bearings a little bit, figure out the midnight sun aspect of things because that is really trippy.
It's a lot of fun.
It's a lot of
I
fun.
love the midnight
It's
sun.
a little trippy, but it's a lot of fun. So figure that out for your first day or so. Get your bearings, then catch the train down, see all the fun things, and then jump on the cruise ship, and then you end in Seattle, which is fantastic. So you can't beat that. So
Absolutely.
so yeah, we've yeah, excited to plan our next thing. We've got a few new adventures down the pipe.
Yep.
Coming pretty quick.
Always. It's
Always.
always busy season.
Busy season. But please let us know if there's any tours or any vacations that you would like some help planning. NotSoAverageVacations.com. You can reach me there. Or like and subscribe to our video. Please add comments. We love hearing from you guys. And we love the interaction. So please keep that up because we're excited to chat with you.
Awesome.
Okay.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye.
Like and subscribe.
But you can't take it back now. No, you can't take it back now. No, you can't take it back now. It's too late.